unbelievable that they were able to both keep it pointed the right direction and Anderson get off track and enable this race to stay green, although Brett Moffitt and Grant Enfinger, Matt Kraft and Derek Kraus, those guys were hoping for a caution, but not Austin Hill. His lead is stretched to 4 seconds.
Well, you know, the 23 and 98 were screaming that we need to have a caution right there.
Well, right now they're yelling about debris on the track.
Everywhere. It's everywhere all the way around the track. It didn't look like, I saw a little bit of rubber come off, but it looked like it actually went down to the apron. So, I don't know if there's anything on the track right now.
Riding on board with Moffitt, and you can see Hill well up ahead, about 4 seconds in front.
Seems like an eternity when you're running in second. The leader's right out your windshield, but no way of catching him unless something goes wrong with his truck or we have that late caution you talked about.
Brett Moffitt chasing Austin Hill. Hill crossing the line. 2 laps remaining. Scott Zipadelli, the crew chief you were talking about, Jamie, was saying this week, he said a win would help me sleep a lot better at night. He might get that win tonight, but he's got to get up so early in the morning tomorrow.
Well, yeah.
He's not going to sleep all that well.
Think about it. It's the best scenario as a team when you can win tonight and know that you're running the same truck against all the other same trucks less than 24 hours later. So, absolutely, tonight will be a great night for the 16 team.
The teams get a couple hours after the race tonight to work in the garage, and then 2 hours tomorrow morning to make the final preparations as Austin Hill takes the white flag. Less than a mile and a half left for Hill.
And Hill's got it on cruise control right now. He's not going to take a chance of slipping up into that outside wall. Just big lead coming to the checker.
They have worked so hard. Hill has worked not only as a driver and his skill set behind the wheel, but worked on himself personally. Lost 30 pounds, has studied more and more and become a better driver outside the truck. And tonight he does it from behind the wheel. His first win of the season, Austin Hill, victorious at Kansas.
Guys are awesome. Hell yeah, boys. There we go, win number 1. Good job, guys. You guys are awesome.
You wonder what it means, or you know what it means.
So excited. That's good for him. You got to love hearing that, guys.
I love it. You know, winning never gets old, but it sure is fun when you hear a driver that you can just tell meant the world to him to get that job done.
Well, and I think when you get to have the taste of winning and know what that's like, and then it goes a little while and you don't have it, makes you appreciate it a little bit more.
Brett Moffitt, runner-up. Grant Enfinger, 3rd. Matt Crafton and Derek Kraus rounding out the top 5. How about Crafton, his 3rd straight top 5? You got to go back to 2016, the last time he posted 3 consecutive top 5 finishes.
You know what's the most interesting thing about that stat, Vince, is he hasn't won in 60-some races. By the way, he's the defending champion.
Yes.
He won the championship a year ago, so those numbers are adding up. We're adding up against him, but I think that team's in a great spot right now to contend for another championship this year.
I wonder if Austin Hill knows how close we came to having a caution there with 5 laps to go and maybe having to relive Atlanta.
Yes, the first, I'm guessing, of multiple wins for Austin Hill this season.
Austin Hill climbing out after a hot race. No burnout. He's got to save this truck and the engine for tomorrow, so maybe he can get his 2nd victory. You can see just how hot and tough the heat was on his face. Austin, he said, win number 1. I had to do it on the high side. Describe this day for me.
Oh, man, it's awesome. You know, we've been working so hard this season. We've been running really consistent. Last week was a bummer having engine troubles, and I told the guys before coming here, you know, we finished 4th here last year. Let's go finish 3 spots better, and I'll be dang if we did it. But can't thank everybody enough at HRE, Scott and all the guys in the shop. They work their tails off week in and week out. First win with United Rentals paint scheme. That is awesome. They've been a tremendous partner for me throughout my career. So I've been wanting to get a win with these colors on, and so glad I was able to do it. That last pit stop, I tried to brake check a little bit and come out in fourth because I wanted to be on the high lane, and I got tagged from behind. That was my bad. I apologize to Brett or whoever it was that ended up hitting me, but I hate it for Scott and the guys. Now they got to go replace the bumper and get ready to go tomorrow, but awesome truck.
I got to ask you, though, in those closing laps, couldn't help but think of Atlanta. And when the caution came out and it cost you the win, what's going through your head as those laps are ticking off?
Man, really, those last 20 laps just felt like forever. I didn't think I was ever going to get the white flag, and I just kept thinking, when's the caution going to come out? And I started thinking, what am I going to do when the caution comes out? Am I going to choose outside or inside lane? And, you know, how hard do I drive it into the corner with older tires? Just a lot of things were going through my head, but I'm glad we didn't have to do a green-white checker. I'm glad that it just ended like it did. The United Rentals Toyota Tundra was really fast tonight, but we do have some work for tomorrow. I felt like on the long run we were just way too free. I just had to really pedal it through the corner, but we were good enough tonight.
No caution, just the checkered flag, guys. Austin